Envision starting your day liberated from the relentless urge to measure yourself against others. How might that sensation be? We inhabit an environment that inundates us with the accomplishments, feats, and ways of life of other people, which can readily cause us to overlook the distinctiveness of our own existence and personal path. However, the Stoics possessed a clearer understanding. They recognize that comparison is more than a mere detrimental tendency. It acts as an impediment to genuine tranquility, development, and contentment. In this discussion, I aim to demonstrate the reasons you ought to refrain from comparing yourself to anyone, and explain how Stoic principles can assist you in liberating yourself from this damaging pattern. First, the act of comparing obscures your individual path. As soon as you begin to measure yourself against other people, your personal direction becomes unclear. Each person possesses a distinct collection of conditions, singular abilities, vulnerabilities, aspirations, and life contexts. Assessing your advancement based on another's achievements is akin to evaluating your own competition using another person's endpoint. You will likely perceive yourself as deficient, or you will find your attention diverted by the accomplishments of others, rather than concentrating on your personal development. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher, sagely advised himself, refrain from expending energy on the actions or inactions of other people. Your path is uniquely yours to traverse. Every advancement you make, regardless of its magnitude, contributes to your individual development. Once you cease comparing and begin to concentrate on your own advancement, you will be astonished by the increased clarity of your direction. Value your uniqueness and cease evaluating your achievements relative to those of other people. Second, genuine development stems from introspection, not from contrasting yourself with others. The essence of development is not found in the activities or accomplishments of other individuals. It involves an internal focus, contemplating your personal deeds and assessing your past experiences. The Stoics imparted that development originates from an understanding of oneself, rather than from outside standards. The sole meaningful contrast is between your current state and your state from the previous day. Are you making advancements? Regardless of the pace, all progress holds significance because it is uniquely yours. Seneca, a highly prominent Stoic figure, stated, "A jewel cannot be refined without abrasion, nor can an individual be improved without facing adversities." This implies that difficulties, obstacles, and minor triumphs are integral components of the journey toward enhancing oneself. The objective is not to vie with other people, but rather to strive against your own former self. Aspire to surpass your previous day's self, to propel your own development, and to accept every phase of your path free from the urge to compare. Third, contrasting yourself with others robs you of tranquility. When you engage in comparisons with other individuals, you introduce adverse elements into your existence. It is inconsequential if you are contrasting your professional life, your connections with others, or your individual accomplishments. The greater your concentration on another person's triumphs, the higher the probability that you will lessen your personal feeling of satisfaction. This perpetual external focus invariably results in internal unrest. You may begin to second-guess your decisions, be skeptical of your capabilities, and experience a sense of insufficiency. However, serenity, genuine serenity, originates internally. The Stoics recognized our capacity to govern our responses to our surroundings, though we lack control over the lifestyles or accomplishments of others. To experience a tranquil existence, it is essential to cease seeking affirmation from other people. Rather, concentrate on your personal deeds and find satisfaction in your unique path. Upon ceasing comparison, you will unearth a more profound feeling of fulfillment, one that stems from having faith in your individual course. Fourth, outward accomplishments do not signify your value. In contemporary society, it is common to believe that achievement is gauged by outside signs: wealth, renown, position, and accomplishments. Nevertheless, this constitutes the snare against which the Stoics cautioned. Genuine achievement is unrelated to the opinions of others regarding you or your possessions relative to theirs. Authentic success involves residing in harmony with your principles, cultivating moral excellence, and concentrating on elements under your governance. Your intrinsic value is not dictated by outward conditions. As Epictetus notably remarked, the significant factor is not the events that befall you, but your response to them. By concentrating on your inner development and fostering attributes such as uprightness, forbearance, and sagacity, You can lead a purposeful existence, liberated from the perpetual desire for outside approval. Contrasting yourself with other people merely diverts you from your authentic aim. Your value is inherent, stemming from your conduct and demeanor, not from external perceptions. Fifth, the act of comparing fosters envy, and envy is never conducive to development. Engaging in comparisons with other individuals frequently results in sensations of envy. You observe another's achievements and, rather than experiencing joy for them, you encounter feelings of bitterness or jealousy. Such envy does more than divert you from your personal development. It also taints your mental state. Envy cultivates the belief that you are entitled to what others possess. Yet, it is a sentiment devoid of constructive utility. The Stoics recognized envy as a damaging feeling. It solely inflicts damage upon the individual experiencing it. Instead of succumbing to envy, concentrate on your distinct attributes and capabilities. Transform the sensation of envy into a chance for introspection. Inquire within. For what reason do I experience this emotion? What insights can I gain from this circumstance? The Stoics held that the route to development involves converting difficulties and adverse feelings into prospects for betterment. While envy might seem inherent on occasion, by reinterpreting it, you can transmute this detrimental emotion into a potent catalyst for self-understanding and individual progress. Sixth, the sole comparison of significance is with your own inherent capability. The singular contrast deserving attention is that between your present self and yourself of the preceding day. Your capacity is boundless, yet it can only be realized by concentrating on your individual path. When you cease measuring your advancement against that of others, you afford yourself the liberty to develop at your personal rhythm, to transform into the individual you are destined to become. Each enhancement, irrespective of its scale, is significant. By assessing yourself against your inherent capability, you synchronize your endeavors with your loftiest ambitions. As Marcus Aurelius stated, the contentment of your existence hinges on the caliber of your cognitions. Concentrate on cultivating your thoughts, developing your moral fiber, and striving to be your optimal self. Rather than observing others and pondering their advanced position, direct your attention inward and query, in what ways can I improve today compared to yesterday? Your development is singular and requires no comparison with that of any other individual. Maintain your focus on your inherent capability, and the urge to compare will cease to arise. Measuring yourself against others is a detrimental practice that hinders you from realizing your utmost capacity. The Stoics imparted that genuine tranquility and development arise from introspection, concentrating on our personal deeds and relinquishing outside diversions. Your path is distinctive and merits your complete concentration. Through adopting the Stoic insight to eschew comparisons, you will discover enhanced lucidity, serenity, and meaning in your existence. Therefore, keep in mind, cease the comparisons, and commence your development, and have faith that your individual course holds the utmost significance.